Hello readers, I'm trying a new experiment with adding a video commentary to the blog post that I've provided today. This isn't something that I will be able to do all the time, but I'd like your feedback. If you like the idea of a video, go ahead and respond after seeing it and let me know if that enhanced your experience with the material. We're going to do a quick overview of the reader survey that we have done over the past several weeks, and my goal is to keep this video under 5 minutes long. And the first time I taped it, it was going into 13 minutes or more probably, and then the second time I was already hit over 5 minutes. So I'm going to try to be more succinct and give my thoughts a little more quickly. So let's dive in. For the 10 questions, the first one, overwhelming 95% of you received my post by email, and that's not a total surprise. Number two, most of you, or all of you, actually felt that my products and services were pretty clear. If I were to give you a quiz on what my newest product and service was, hopefully you would say something along the line of virtual assistants or even consulting. But then again, there's a new book coming out soon, so depending on when you watch this, you may say your newest book. So hopefully we'll keep you guessing a little bit about that, but knowing what the resources are meant for, but guessing of what the newest thing might be. Number three, about half of you receive both the weekly blog post and the monthly newsletter. Some of you, I think about 1/3, wouldn't mind having a little bit more specific choices about whether you want to receive the Coffee Break Bible studies or not. But let me say that that would require segmenting our list and kind of revamping a couple of things. Not that I'm not willing to do that, but since it was not even quite 1/3 of you who felt any strong feelings about that, if you bear with me, I think we're just going to hold off for a while and let things continue to be sent to you on the schedule that they currently are. If you have strong feelings about that, please write me and we'll reconsider. Your perception of my audience is probably pretty accurate. Most of you perceived that the audience, and based on the next question, which was also demographics, the audience is primarily women over 40 who work and try to make money outside of the home or have a business perhaps, and whose faith is very important to them. And then there are, I believe, a few men, though, that read some of my blog posts, and there may be some folks who don't have a faith practice, and we want everyone to feel welcome to enjoy the tips and the help offered here. But that is the main audience, and that was not a big surprise. Question 7 dealt with the importance of the Coffee Break Bible studies, and this was encouraging because I don't always hear anything about how these are being used. Once in a while I will, but for the most part it's just something that goes out every Monday and I don't get a lot of response to it. So I was pleasantly informed that about 77% of you feel that it's either the main reason that you subscribe or that you use them occasionally and you would miss if they were not there anymore. So thank you for that. For the foreseeable future, we'll continue to do that. You know, I committed to doing the whole New Testament through 2014, so of course that commitment remains intact. I love the responses I got to readers summing up my blog. Some of you could write mottos for a living, but here was just a couple that were kind of summarize things. A Jesus break for the busy. A blog designed to empower others to excel in their faith, ministry, family, and career. Or helping people, mostly women I think, to develop both professionally and spiritually according to Christian values. So thank you for acknowledging that that's an important part of my resources. The primary reasons readers stay in touch with me, which was from question 9, was that they had either read one of my books, about half of you have, and that's excellent, or used to be part of my membership site. Thank you to those of you who have stuck with me all these years. Or you've used a product or service in the past, and about 1/4 were introduced to me by a friend. So if you've been introduced by a friend, thank you so much for coming on board and reading the blog on a regular basis. Then the last question allowed you to give a little bit of feedback personally, and thank you for some of the personal notes. I appreciate that. What I learned from this is that, here's some of my observations. I actually rarely hear from readers, not very often, but the survey does bear out that the items are appreciated. You appreciate faith-based but practical posts, things that you can actually apply to your life and your work to be a little more productive or communicate more clearly, but based from a biblical seasoning to it. You also enjoy reading my books, if about half of you have read books. I have 4 books on Amazon, and I have 1 free book on the website that once you subscribe you can get a free copy of. I've got another book coming out about boosting workplace morale, so be watching for that, or maybe by the time you watch this video it'll actually be available. So your purchase of books does help support Hope Unlimited. And let me, as I mentioned that, and wrap up here, Hope Unlimited is part of my vocation. So I may come across sometimes that I'm actually swamped and my calendar is very busy, but I actually could use a little bit more vocational oomph in my calendar. So if you need a speaker, a virtual assistant, a consultant, or a resource, please consider looking at my books or my services, and I continue to refine them. A couple of new things have started, and then we will be done with this video. Just wanted you to know that I do have a store on my website that has products from Amazon that I recommend, and also has downloadables I'm adding now, some that are very inexpensive but games and things you can use with team building or other productivity tools. I'll be adding to that regularly, and appreciate you visiting the store. If you shop at Amazon and you go to my blog first and use the Amazon box, I get a portion of anything you buy without the price changing for you. So thank you for that. And then lastly, you'll start seeing at the bottom of each post a button that says Give Beth a Tip. I'm not positive how that will show up on the email, but what that does is, should you be inspired in particular by a post that you've read and you'd like to just throw me $1 or $2 or more, buy me a cup of coffee or something, you can press on that and you can put a donation of any amount in pay by PayPal. You can even make it monthly recurring if you want to just bless me with $2 a month or something like that. I'm not a nonprofit organization. This is my business that I try to have a ministry flair and biblical flavor to. So you can't deduct it on your taxes. It does become part of my taxable income, actually. But I do appreciate it, and it helps to support writers and bloggers who provide content on a regular basis if you sometimes give a little tip to them. So thank you very much for all your faithfulness in reading and the time you took to fill out the survey. We did go about 7 minutes on this, so I apologize for going a little detailed, but I think we got it fairly succinct. And again, let me know if you did like having a video clip. And that may help us determine whether I offer that here and there once in a while. Thanks so much, and hope you have a wonderful day. Excel with grace.